to another video. You can probably tell by the title that we have had a problem. Before we get into it, first things first. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Just over 100 now. Started small, but we're growing. The last video that we put out, by the time this video goes out, we'll probably have hit about 2K views. So not a bad start, bearing in mind we've only been doing it a little over a month, and we've produced three videos, and yeah, seems to be going in the right direction. So just wanted to say thanks. Without further ado, let's get into things. So a little bit of background on this vehicle and the history in relation to the repairs. So this is a Honda Civic Type R 2009. It's a 2-litre twin cam running stock. I think they're about 200 brake horsepower, obviously VTEC. And we came out to do a repair on the bumper and a repair on the quarter panel, and I'll overlay some images of the previous damage, which was repaired sometime in February. I know the day before we came out to do the repair, it was about -2 or 3 degrees, and we had to reschedule for the following day because it was simply too cold. We repaired the car, all seemed okay. Again, I'll overlay some images of the completed repair and you'll see that the repair was fine. I then got a call from the customer a few weeks later saying, Scott, I've just washed the car and it doesn't look right. So I think a day or two passed. I turned up, had a look at the vehicle, and to my horror, I found this. So upon inspecting the repair that had failed, I found two things. First of which, the paint finish had appeared to have dropped its gloss. In other words, it looked like it had gone matte. The remedy for that would have been to have simply just machine polished it back up. That would bring up the gloss level. Now I tried that, and whilst it improved the quality of the repair, on closer inspection I found the second issue, which was hundreds of tiny small dots across the top of the panel. I've been doing this a long time and I have no idea why this has happened. There is another effect that you can get when you have a poor repair, which is something called micro blistering. That's often caused by a build-up of solvent, and that would happen straight away after the paint repair has been finished. Literally within the minutes that would happen. But this repair, as I say, was fine for days, if not a couple of weeks, before it started to deteriorate. Anyway, we are where we are. The main thing is that we're back to rectify it. My brand, my company is known for dealing with a problem when it occurs, no matter how big or small it is. And here we are today to rectify it. This wasn't planned to film it, but I thought we'll let the cameras roll, see what comes out of the day. Some different content for you guys. So let's go. The problem panel has been prepped for reapplication of paint. As you can see, the panel is matte because it's been keyed up using some abrasive materials and products. If you want to see or know a little bit more about that in more detail, watch a previous video, RS3 video. And now what we're going to do, prior to masking the car or the panel up for paint, we're going to use a solvent-based degreaser to decontaminate the panel and clean it by wiping it on with a wet cloth and wiping it off with a dry. We're midway through the repair process, and I thought I would share something with you around the colour mixing process. A question we get asked all the time is, how do we know the colour of a car and how do you mix the paint? So every car will have a colour code situated somewhere on the vehicle, and that could be under the bonnet, it could be in the boot floor, it could be in the driver's door shut or the passenger door shut, but there will be a color code somewhere on the car. What we do is we find that code, we put it into some software either on a phone or a laptop, and the software will find a formulation for that particular code. Sometimes there can be anything from 1 to 10, in some cases more, variations of that one particular color. And the way to find the right color is you spray out the standard shade onto a test card, we put that up to the vehicle, and then we have a look, and if it's not right, then we go back to the other variants. We'll do another video in more detail on that at a later date. On this particular vehicle, we know exactly what it is because obviously we've repaired it before, and then we'll also overlay some software on my phone just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Folded edge. If you've watched previous videos, you'll know what this is about and why we use that. And if you don't know what it's about and you haven't watched the video, I suggest you go back to the RS3 video and you have a little look. So we're going to make a folded edge, which is otherwise known as backmasking. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, and that is going to go on the body line like so. It's important you get this straight, otherwise when you've repainted the panel and it's on the wonk, gonna have some problems. So as you can see, the car is pretty much masked up, ready for paint. Just a couple final bits of masking, and then we should be ready to get some paint in the gun and rectify the paint problem. Okay, paint is in the gun, the car is prepped, masked up, sheeted up, all ready to go. The panels have been degreased to help remove any contaminants. This is a tack rag, which is quite sticky, and it will just take off any surface dust prior to the paint application. The first stage will be the colour, which is crystal black. We'll lay that down over most of the panel, and then we'll hit it a second time with the clear coat. Fingers crossed that'll be job done. Let's go. What we'll do is we'll use a tack rag again to take away any dust or dirt that's sitting on the surface. We've got the clear coat in the gun. We will apply one light coat, which will be a gripper coat. We'll wait for a few minutes for that to go off, go a little bit tacky, and then we'll pass the complete panel with one full coat. Let's do this. Okay, so the car has been painted and we are working our way through the polishing process. At the moment, everything appears to look like it's going in the right direction, so effectively we're winning. Zoom in quickly. If you see, this is where there was a load of white dots and like a milky finish. As you can see, it's all looking like glass. So as I say, it looks as though we're going in the right direction. We'll carry on with the process and then we'll take a good look at the wider area, and all being well, we'll leave today having rectified the paint problem. Okay guys, and we are complete. Just taken off the final layer of polish and it looks like the job is good. So we've nailed it. We had a problem initially. I come out, assessed it, realised obviously it needed repainting to rectify the issue. I've turned up today, we've got it right, we've filmed it, we've documented it for you guys, a little bit of different content. All businesses have their ups and downs. Problems occur in every single business out there, and I thought it'd make some good content to share it with you guys. Obviously 99.9% of the time things go 100% smoothly, but every now and then we get a little bit of a repair issue, and that's not a problem. It's how you manage the repair issue, and in this case we've nailed it. So have a quick look. That's it for another video, guys. Something a little bit different. Thought I'd share this one with you, thought you'd like it. And a lot of you commented on my last video, and appreciate all the comments. I try to reply as much as I can wherever possible, but let me know what else you would like to see when it comes to repairs and things like that. What I will bring you in the future, when the world opens up and the weather gets better, is some completely different content to vehicle repair. A little bit of what happens in my personal life. I'm crazy into cars, I'm crazy into bikes, I've got jet skis. I may even bring the camera when I go on holiday, because I get up to all sorts of wild stuff. But for now, let me know what you want to see as far as the mobile bodywork goes and all that good content. Also hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next one.